Everybody, welcome back to the channel. I have a great video in store for you today. We are going to talk about all the partnerships and the countries that Ripple has been working on for CBDCs. The BRICS, we're going to talk about Hong Kong, Colombia, Montenegro. I'm going to lay it all out for you in this one video. It might go a little long, but it's going to be worth it. I've seen a lot of questions in the comments about BRICS and this kind of stuff with CBDCs. I'm going to lay it all out for you and show you the information you should already know. This is going to be a great video if you need to get caught up on Ripple and their work in central banks around the world. So let's start with this. From Matthew L-I-N-Y from Twitter. This guy's great. So he says, Ripple is working with central banks in these countries. Brazil and India has been confirmed. So check it out. Let's go ahead and take a look. This is Brazil. This is India, South Africa, and China. First, we got to go back in some time and look at some of these connections and these partnerships. Okay, so check it out. Definitely possible something gold. This is Anderson X. Please go follow Anderson. He's really good at Anders X. Ripple and Brazil Central Bank hold closed door meetings to discuss institutional matters. Okay, and this was from June 3rd of 2020. This is before the lawsuit. Okay, you also have Partner Solutions Director of Central Bank, Sao Paulo, right? Ripple Careers. They're hiring in Sao Paulo. Okay. Sao Paulo's Brazil. And then Ripple partners with TravelX Bank to bring crypto-enabled payment solutions to Brazil. And then you have some of these other retail CBDCs that are happening around the world. And we're going to talk about Japan, Russia, and we're going to talk about some of these other ones. So also here's the article, right? If you want to look it up, there's the title for it. Take a look, right? Ripple and the company associated with Ripple and cryptocurrency has closed door meetings with the Central Bank of Brazil May 30th to discuss institutional matters. The Central Bank of Brazil also gave the green light to some of these Ripple partnerships inside of Brazil to make remittances cheaper and cross-border payments. Also, you have the Montenegro partnership. And then also in this tweet that Ripple put out on June 22nd of this year, which is only about 6 days ago, they also mentioned Brazil right in the middle of this tweet, right? In Brazil, the central bank has announced its plans to launch CBDC. Interesting. Why would they include Brazil in that, right? Also, you have the Digital Currency Monetary Authority has issued the Universal Monetary Unit, the UMU, a digital coin designed to accelerate cross-border transactions. And then Ripple also put out the Future of Central Bank Digital Currencies. This is a great document to read if you have not gone through it already. Also, Wrath Economy puts this out. Ripple partner XRP has launched a new product in Brazil to support small to medium enterprises and payment links, right? And here's the information. And then you kind of go through this. Ripple partners with TravelX, right? And then you also have Ripple to deliver real-time payments from Oman in India using blockchain. If you understand this, India has released a beta version of a retail CBDC. Remember, wholesale CBDCs are always the thing that come first. That's what the government uses to move money inside of the country and outside of the country. Then is the retail for people and businesses to use to buy everyday goods and shopping and things like that. Then you have Ripple XRP ODL payments now live in India, right? Ripple Labs has confirmed that its on-demand liquidity payment solution is live in India. The Silicon-based tech company has made it known in recently published documents titled Quick Guide Streamlined to Global Treasury Flows. In this document, Ripple pointed out that the payment solutions offers optimized liquidity for cross-border payments, including complex corridors in Brazil, Mexico, India, and Southeast Asia. Also, you have a partnership here with D-Local. This is from Kevin Cage. This is an older thing, right? This is from 2017. Ripple's got 100 strong partnerships. And then you have D-Local partners with Microsoft to reach new customers in emerging markets and launch in Nigeria. Also, Ripple is partnered with Moja Loop, which is Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation in Africa to bring payments in a much cheaper fashion in that country. D-Local adds WeChat Pay and Alipay and UnionPay. UnionPay is a giant. I actually learned this not too long ago that UnionPay is a monster, and I'm going to show you this in just a second. And then here's more information about it. If Ripple partner D-Local extends its payment processing capabilities in Asia and Central America. So Asia and Central America, merchants can unlock new streams of revenue to reach more than 93 million customers in Thailand, El Salvador, and Guatemala. And then you have the D-Local partnership with Microsoft here. And then check out UnionPay, guys. Monster. In 2015, UnionPay overtook Visa and MasterCard, the total value of payments made by customers that became the largest card payment processing organization in the world, right? Partners. And then what is the relationship to China? I'm so glad you asked. Let's take a look. Trangelo. Ripple has bought 60% of Trangelo. They have the majority stake of that company. And check this out. You can actually go to their website under docs and go to Trangelo Connect, and you see all these partnerships here. Cash out method. Direct credit to bank account link with Alipay, which has 1 billion users in the Chinese yuan and the renminbi. All right. That's a big deal. Okay. Also, Already 13 African countries utilize Ripple and XRP. What are the countries? Let's take a look. Benin, Burkina Faso, Cote d'Ivoire, Egypt, Ghana, Kenya, Mali, Nigeria, Senegal, South Africa, Togo, and Uganda. This is just the beginning. They're going to cover all of this very soon, right? Also, Mercury to boost remittance this time and money savings to South Africa using ODL, right? More and more partnerships. South African financial market, more than 50 companies applied to be a part of the inaugural regulatory sandbox, right? This is a big deal. Mercury is being one of the final 6 chosen. Mercury is one of 2 companies within the final 6 that are leveraging XRP for efficient cross-border payments. Big deal. Let's take a look. Zago. Zago announces the first stable coin outside of South Africa rands, ex-US supporting the US dollar, right? Zago Technologies announced the launch of the stablecoin. Right? And it talks a little bit more. Zago was founded in 2016 in South Africa to enable individuals to send money instantly in a fraction of the cost. Money transfers cost 15% in South Africa and the global average is 6%. When using Ripple, this can be brought down to just like 1 or 2%. Not only giving the customer a better experience, a cheaper way to send money, but also the company can make revenue too because they can send these payments for a penny. Ex-Ripple executive to lead Australia's CBDC project. The Reserve Bank of Australia has released a white paper, Australian CBDC Pilot and Finance Innovation, announcing the central bank digital currency pilot program project, the EAUD, which is being led by a former Ripple executive, Dilip Rao, as the program director. What do you think he's bullish on, guys? Here's the document. Let's take a look and see this document. So this is, because you got to kind of read between the lines here. They're not going to tell you flat out what's going on here, but atomic settlement of transactions involving tokenized assets, multi-party syndicated transactions, escrow transactions, enabling condition and programmable transactions as a verifiable reserve asset to reduce counterparty risk, operations 24/7, 365, right? And then we go to the BIS Innovation Hub in Indonesia, right? The 20 finalists for the G20 Tech Sprint. Who do we see here? We see Ripple and R3, right? R3 is a private blockchain company, but they also have bridges to XRP, which is the first bridge they built, and XDC. Then you have Ripple's technology to be used by Canada's top bank for cross-border payments. John Dean shares that the news that Ripple blockchain technology is now being used by Canada's top bank, CIBC, for cross-border payments. Ripple's partner NAB, one of Australia's top 4 banks. So now they have 2 out of the top 4 banks in Australia. Stated on this website that it's partnering with Canada's CIBC using Ripple's blockchain technology, right? There's so much good stuff here. Ripple's array of partners expands as CIBC, NAB join RippleNet. It's insane, guys. Keep it going. Also, this was done several years ago. I think this is 2018 document, but this is going to the Central Bank of Mexico. And this is from Ryan Zagone, former director of regulatory relations at Ripple. And check out this document, guys. It's extensive, but I want to show you something. Check this out. XRapid, which is now called ODL. Here you have the XRP ledger, Mexico and US dollar, and what's in between. XRP, right? MICA, this is from the ESMA, all right? You get the European Association of CCP Clearing Houses, Goldman Sachs. Look at these people they're meeting with. Post-Dam Institute and Climate Impact, right? But then you have Ripple. There's no other blockchain company on this list. It's just Ripple, right? So what do you think is going to happen in Europe? I'll tell you. Ripple to demonstrate tokenized in HKMA, HK pilot program. This is Hong Kong Monetary Authority is what this is. HKMA is Hong Kong Monetary Authority. Ripple will participate in Hong Kong's Monetary Authority Digital Hong Kong Dollar, the EHKD, Central Bank Digital Currency, CBDC pilot. Excuse me. Showcasing real estate and asset tokenization solutions, right? Real estate globally is $328 trillion. That value is going to be brought onto blockchain ledgers. Why? Because when you buy a house, sometimes it can take up to 30 days for all the paperwork to go through, for the escrow to close, for the money to close. If you're lucky, it's 27 to 30 days. It could even take longer. By tokenizing escrow documents and everything and having same-day settlement, these processes could be done in a much faster pace, giving the agent and the people selling and the people buying a much quicker and better user experience. This is so important. All right, check this out. Republic of Palau partners on a national digital currency. They partner with Ripple. So Palau does not have a central bank. So what they're doing is they're creating a stable coin on the open XRP ledger. Now, this is not on what we call a federated sidechain, which normal CBDCs are launched on, which also use XRP. This is going to be on the ledger that me and you use every day to send and receive money or buy NFTs or do whatever. How a Ripple CBDC project in Montenegro could influence payments globally, right? All Ripple has to do is connect two of these central banks. And as they send money to each other at a fraction of the cost, all the other central banks say, we need that. We need that. Why do they need that? Well, not only can they send payments faster, and usually when governments are sending payments either to people of that country, right? If you are on some type of welfare or you lost your job and you're applying for that, payments could be sent to you in seconds instead of you waiting for a check for weeks. This is so important, guys. This is going to help not only the economy move faster, but everything will move faster. Think about import and exports. When you ship something to a country, they sit on the dock for at least 3 to 5 days as money clears for that stuff to be picked up and sent out. Think about it if you could clear that in just seconds. And let's say the minimum wait time to use Swift or whatever is 3 days. If you're shipping something every month, that is 36 days you lose out of that year that you could be making more money, right? All right, let's take a look at this. Colombia Central Bank taps Ripple to test blockchain use cases, right? This is from June 19th of this year, just 10 days ago. Together with the Ministry of Information and Communications Technologies, Mintic, and Purist, a specialized blockchain technology firm, the central bank will pilot the new use cases and it looks to enhance Colombia's high-value payments using Ripple's central bank digital currency platform. Ripple partner, excuse me, let me get some water. Ripple ODL partner launches SEPA payments to Europe. SEPA is the payment system inside of the Eurozone. Trangolo, a Ripple on-demand liquidity partner and leading cross-border payments provider, has announced the launch of instant single euro payments area solution aimed to facilitate lightning-fast SEPA payments to Europe. Man. And also the head of the European Central Bank, Christine Lagarde, said in October of this year, they're going to decide on a partner for a CBDC, or they're going to make the decision what they're going to do. They're going to roll out a CBDC. I think they're going to use Ripple. I've heard Christine Lagarde mention Ripple by name on multiple occasions. They've met together. They had that IMF meeting when she was the head of the IMF. She knows how good the technology is. She's a very smart woman. Modular and Ripple announced strategic partnership to enable seamless payments into the UK and Europe. Right? We gotta pay attention to this, guys. This is what you look for when you're researching a crypto project, right? What is the use case? Who is using it? When you see governments of all nationalities racing to use the technology and to test it, that's something that should stand out to you, okay? And then check this out. Bank of England mentions Ripple in a new CBDC consultation paper, right? And then here it is. This is the paper that they were talking about here. Look, Bank of England, HM Treasury, the digital pound, right? Cross-border synchronization, a joint project with Ripple demonstrating that synchronized FX transactions between two different simulated real-time gross settlement systems can be achieved. Bank of England has come out and said they can't wait to use Ripple and XRP to move value. They're going to stop using Swift. They're going to cut that down, right? Why would they keep using Swift? Swift has not developed a way for instant settlement. Sure, they've upgraded their messaging service, but it's still just a messaging service. They can offer intraday payments, which is kind of like the same day. You make a payment in the morning and it kind of clears at night. But when you need instant settlement, who do you go to? You go to the blockchain. You go to DLT. You go to Ripple, right? Here's the FinTech Accelerator proof of concept with Ripple exploring synchronized settlements of payments using the Interledger Protocol, ILP, which was gifted to the internet, which is W3C. Chaps transitions to latest global financial messaging standard, which is ISO 20022. So when you look at Chaps, guys, Chaps clears $1 trillion a day. It's like 900 and something billion pounds per day. That's how much clears out of the Chaps system daily. Okay. Also, you have Ripple sending messages to the Bank of International Settlements and the Financial Stability Board, right? Ripple welcomes the opportunity to comment on the international regulation of crypto asset activities. They have been involved in this the whole time, guys. It is really important to pay attention to this. And then look, they put out this paper as well. Let me scroll up to you and show you what this paper is. FSB, Financial Stability Board. All right, it talks about financial stability implications. Let's go ahead and go back and take a look at this. Digital currencies. These digital currencies include such as Bitcoin, Ethereum, Ripple, Litecoin. all right, as digital versions of national currencies. So it's not going to be Bitcoin. We know that. Bitcoin is too slow. It's too expensive. There's no KYC. There's no AML. There's no sanctions checks. It's not going to be Bitcoin. And it's probably not going to be Ethereum. It's the same thing, right? Ethereum is way more centralized than it was when it was proof of work. A very few selected people really control what happens with Ethereum. It's not a decentralized blockchain anymore. It's very centralized. And if you hold Ethereum, I'm nothing against you. I'm just pointing out the obvious things. But Ripple is on here, guys. What do you think they're going to use between these selections? They're going to use Ripple, okay? The SBI CEO, this guy is Yoshitaka Kitao. He has put a lot of time and effort into Ripple itself. He's an early investor into Ripple, and he says that every bank in Japan, this is his comment, every bank in Japan will use Ripple's XRP by 2025. Every bank in Japan. All right. And I think they've already dealt with 50% of Japanese banks. The digital yuan CBDC usage extends to commodities, the wholesale transactions. China's central bank digital currency initiative is expanding its deployment of the wholesale use cases. The Shanghai Clearinghouse will support digital yuan usage for commodities transactions from today. So this could be, right? This is also the FX market. What is needed in the FX market? It's where everybody's exchanging money to do different things in different countries, right? What do you need in the middle of that? You need a bridge asset, right? Right? Check this out. Switzerland, Euro area, Singapore, domestic platforms, international network, key components, bridges, link between domestic platforms and international networks based on uniform technical standards, decentralized trading settlements. And they talk about Stellar and Ripple and XRP in this document. You need to pay attention to this, guys, okay? All right, Ripple is in dialogue with over 20 central banks. I've heard the number is as high as 50, but I cannot confirm that. So there's other central banks that we have not heard of yet that have been testing this technology and that are eager to roll this out. Ripple's technology to be used by Canadian South Bank cross-border payments. Russia announces trial of the digital ruble. And actually, Ripple met with Russia before the Ukraine war, and they actually tested Ripple and XRP in their central bank, right? And then you have 90% financial institutions that are preparing to implement FedNow, right? Cannot turn your back to this, guys. This is the most important time of your life. And I say that a lot because I need to get it through to you. Pay attention, understand how important this time is. You could not only set yourself up for life, you could set up your kids and your grandkids. You could help people. You could do whatever you wanted in life. If you want to go to space, if you want to build a company, if you just want to give back, whatever you want to do, if you want to just buy a race car, whatever the hell you want to do in life, you can do it. You can be a normal person and become very wealthy very quickly if you make good decisions. How do you think all of these other people that became billionaires did it? They invested in technology. They invested in people. They saw the future. And that's what I'm trying to do here. I'm trying to get you to see the future. Thank you so much for watching this video, guys. If you found this helpful, share with as many people as you can. Leave a comment down in the comments. I will respond to you. I will talk with you. This is so important. If you need help understanding more of this or understanding other assets like XRP that I'm bullish on, there's a link down in the description to join Kryptonaires. We can help you grow. And as low as like $1.50 a day, it's a great deal. Think about how much you can learn and what that could do for the rest of your life. I'll leave you with this. You have the power to change your life, but no one is going to do the work for you. You need to do the work yourself. Stand up and let's make something happen. Thank you so much for watching this video, guys. I appreciate you. I will see you in the next one. Take care. Bye.